So let's take this light out of here, put this in its place. I'm trying to surprise her. Got my tool bag, got my ladder. I have the switch on here, and I'm gonna go to the breaker box. Let's see. That's how I do it. I turn it on, and I come here, bedroom 3. If it's not bedroom 3, it's bedroom 2. Boom, that was it. Let's get to work. So we got the ceiling fan because her new heat press is gonna create quite a bit of heat. So we wanna have something to kind of circulate the air in the room along with the air conditioning, of course. All right, so now we just got all the parts out here basically. And of course I'll be keeping this box for giveaway tools. Let's get this box out of here so I have more room to actually work. First step here is installing the mounting bracket to the electrical box or to the ceiling. Right here is just 2 screws with some washers. So let's go ahead and find these screws, and we're gonna put this onto the electrical box in time-lapse mode. In the instructions, it says to take the screws that come with your outlet box to install that first piece, the mounting bracket. So I'm just taking the old screws. We're going to use these 2. Let's go ahead and do it. Okay, so now as you can see here, we got 1, 2 screws holding the mounting bracket, basically the electrical box that was pre-installed in the ceiling. We have the green ground wire, then we have the red and black, the white, and the other ground wire there coming out through the hole. The next step is getting this guy up there. And that's what that hook is for, this little hole right here. So that way you can just leave it hooked and hanging while you work on the wires, which is pretty sweet. So just like that. It's a nice feature there to make it easy. I love it because it's gonna make my wife happy. She'll be able to work making shirts for our awesome Mayhem supporters. Pretty simple. The black's gonna go with the red and black here. This is the power, and then we got the ground that we need to connect as well. The ground to the ground, and then the white to white. So very, very simple. This blue says for light kit connection here. All right, so let's do it. Let's just try it with the black, and then we'll put the blue and the black here on the black only. Let's go with the orange one that they provided. Okay, just pull on it, make sure it's secure. Okay, so we got black and blue on the black. We're gonna put a cap on this red here. Let's make sure we don't have any issues when we turn it on. White on white. That's the way we're gonna connect things here. And I guess we can test the LED lights once it's connected there before we go too far. Right here, just twist it around. And then you just take your cap, screw this guy on, make sure everything's good. Again, make sure just pull it a little bit. If it's in there well, it's not coming out. All right, and then we're gonna do the ground wire. You gotta make sure your ground is connected. You don't want to have any issues there with that. There you go, nice and tight. We should have all the proper wires connected. We have 2 switches on the wall, and both of them would turn the old light on and off. So I think that's where we had the red and the black connected together, so either one would work. So we're just gonna try it with the black right now, see how it does. We're gonna hook it up temporarily and see what happens. The hook idea is awesome. All right, let's see if we can just temporarily hook this guy up here, right? And then you just twist it. Here, we'll just put a screw in one of these just so it doesn't twist around on us and fall off the ceiling. There we go. So here's what I want to do. I want to hook up the LED light, and that way we can at least see if it works the way we want it to. And it's all color coded here, which is pretty cool. Okay, so we finally got this connected. It's good to go. Sometimes these connections, these little squares here, the plastic gets smashed too close to each other, so you got to space them out a little bit in order for it to all connect. But we are good to go here. This guy just can kind of hang here. So what I'm gonna do is go turn the power back on. I just wanna see if this works properly before we start adding all the other pieces. Because we got two switches here. They were both turning on the old light. And so when I disconnected everything, it had both the black and the red connected together. So I want to limit it to one. So if one switch can turn the light and the fan on, I'm happy with that. Here we go. Let's turn it back on. Let's see if the light comes on. All right, so we got it exactly where we wanted it. We got the light and the fans working, right? This is just what I like to do before I actually start putting everything together. So we had two switches. We have one off now. I just didn't want to have both switches turning the thing off and on. So now, so you turn it off, both of them go off. You turn it on, both of them go on. We can turn the light off and on from here if she wants to just turn this and leave the fan on. So just however she wants to do it, that's up to her. We have different speeds for the fan here. I had the red line connected to the black when I took the old light off. So everything's properly connected. We finished this part here, making the electrical connections, right? And here is where we are going next, installing this guy to the top bracket. And it's just using the screws that are already here. Let me show you. So the screws were already installed here. I took out the two that don't go into the locking portion. So you just push it up and twist it on, just like that. And then these two screws are what screw into this hole here to keep it locked so it doesn't spin out. So that's what we're gonna do. We'll do that in time lapse, and then we'll actually connect the other items here too in time lapse. So next step, y'all, is step 5, right? Basically put the fan blades on. And to put the fan blades on, you have a metal bracket here that needs to be connected on the inside with 3 screws. So these are the metal brackets. You have 5 or 6 of them, and then 15 or 18 screws. All right, let's put them on. All right, so we have it completed, everybody. We got that old one out of there, the new ceiling fan in here. Let's turn it on one more time so y'all can see it. Yeah, she's gonna love it. The airflow is beautiful when you have it on high. Yeah, you can feel it through the whole room, especially when you're standing under it. But yeah, it's not a bad, like if I wasn't filming and I could just focus on it, probably a 30-minute job, 30 minutes at most. It took me about an hour or something. One thing I overlooked, when I first connected it with only the black wire, I went back and turned the power on at the breaker box, and I turned the switch on it and nothing came on. And I forgot that these are sent with the manual switch, right? The chains to be on off position. So just turning on your light switch will not turn them on. You got to pull the chain there to actually turn it on. So don't think it's broken like I did when it didn't just turn on automatically once I turned the power on and the switch. So always remember to try it, pull the chain, make sure you pull that, see if it turns it on that way. I hope this video was helpful to you, and I hope that it encourages you to be able to install your own ceiling fans. Of course, everyone has their own comfort level when it comes to doing these types of things, but I hope this video helped you out a lot if you decide to do it yourself, and I hope it encourages you that you can do it yourself. Otherwise, you at least know, hey, I still don't want to do it, and I can hire someone, or I'd rather pay someone to do it for me. And as always, I'm looking for the best tools, tech DIYs, and deals for you. And until next time, I only hope all the best to you and yours.